Welcome back to another Hack the Box quick guide featuring Sense this time. We see there is a web server running, so we'll visit that. And upon doing so, we see a login for pfSense. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is look for default credentials. Upon doing that, I actually do find some with admin password pfSense. So we'll start there, see if we can log into the portal. However, it turns out with those credentials, we're not able to log in, so they changed. But let's take a look at pfSense to see if there's any exploits for it. Now, we do notice an authenticated exploit, so if we can get access to this console, then we should be able to get a shell. So we're going to look for subdirectories with GoBuster, and one file we find interesting here is systemusers.txt. So we're going to pull that up. And now we see the username Rohit and the password company defaults. Now, if I try company defaults as the password, it's actually going to error out, but in fact, that is a hint saying to use the default password. Now, we found that in the previous step where we looked for the default credentials, pfSense is the password. So if we plug that in, we're going to see that that will actually work to get us authenticated. So now that we have valid credentials, we can go and fire up Metasploit and use the authenticated exploit we saw earlier. That happens to be the second one in this list, the graph injection. So we're going to do that, plug in all the values we need, username, password, lhost, rhost, all of that, and run the exploit. Now, after a moment, we'll see that we do get an interpreter shell, get UID. We have now rooted the box.